Hello and welcome back to The Haunted Sky. And thank you for joining me for today's video, the 5 worst arguments against alien visitation. These are some of the weakest arguments against alien visitation or abductions, and these usually rely on outdated science, flawed logic, or oversimplified assumptions about hypothetical extraterrestrial behavior. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin. Number 1. So the claim is that the distances between stars are too vast for any civilization to travel. Why it flaws? It assumes that human technological limits are the absolute ceiling for the universe. They assume, erroneously, I might add, that aliens would travel through linear space-time like us. But theoretical physics allows for concepts like wormholes, warp drives, or light sail propulsion. There really isn't anything stopping them from coming here. And most certainly, a civilization millions of years older than ours could easily navigate these distances using longevity engineering or automated self-replicating probes. They could pop in and out and use trans-dimensional travel. There are a million different ways why they could be able to do this, and we are just simply remedial and unaware of it. The massive cover-ups are impossible argument. The claim is that governments are too incompetent to keep a secret as big as alien contact. Why it flaws? It mistakes absolute secrecy for effective compartmentalization. You see, the reality is that programs like the Manhattan Project employed 130,000 people, yet the public remained unaware until Hiroshima. And as far as the type of conspiracy theory argument, there are many conspiracies that have, besides the Manhattan Project, which have proven to be true, like MK Ultra and the Gate program. In modern context, this information is often suppressed, not through total silence, but by flooding the media with ridicule, disinformation, and stigma to discredit reliable witnesses. Number 3, the every single witness is lying or crazy argument. The claim is that anyone who claims to see a UFO or experience an abduction is mentally ill or seeking attention. Why it flaws? It ignores highly credible, mentally stable witnesses with nothing to gain and everything to lose. The reality is that countless military pilots, radar operators, astronauts, high-ranking intelligence officials, and normal civilians have reported anomalies. The psychology shows that abduction claimants do not have higher rates of mental illness than the general population. They would have contacted our government's argument. The claim, if aliens visited, they would officially introduce themselves to world leaders. Why it flaws? It projects human political structures and egos onto an entirely non-human entity. The reality is that advanced explorers might view us the way we view wildlife. And the analogy, human biologists do not ask permission from the alpha gorilla before observing a troop or tagging an animal for research. Argument number 5. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Why it flaws? There are no extraordinary claims in science. There are only claims. There is no extraordinary evidence, only evidence. Extraordinary is a subjective term, and science is meant to be objective. The threshold for evidence does not arbitrarily rise in proportion to disbelief. It allows skeptics to arbitrarily define what constitutes extraordinary, creating an impossible standard that shifts whenever new data is presented. The reality is, when military radar data, sensor logs, and multiple trained observers match perfectly, such as the 2004 Nimitz encounter, the evidence is often dismissed as glitches or collusion, proving that no amount of data is deemed extraordinary enough. And there you have it. Those are the top 5 worst arguments for alien visitation, brought to you by The Haunted Sky. Don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more of The Sky Files.